So guys, COD points are coming into Call of Duty World War II tomorrow, and I want to give a bunch of COD points away to you guys. So all you have to do is drop a like, leave a comment saying COD points, and also make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. I want to give away a bunch of COD points so you guys can get those epic and heroic weapons. But with that being said, let's jump right into it. Yo, what is going on YouTube? My name is Rich, or Right Away. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm bringing you guys another Call of Duty World War II video. Now, in today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about some leaks, some information, some new possible DLC weapons coming into Call of Duty World War II, and I'm not too sure how you guys are going to be feeling about that, but there was some, little things here and there found in the files of the actual game over on the PC, because there's just tons of data miners, and they find really interesting things having to do with maps, some leaked and hidden things, some DLC weapons. So we're basically going to be discussing pretty much everything, and just a lot of awesome things. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new, and with all that being said, let's jump right into it. So there was actually a Reddit post which I will leave in the description, because I unfortunately cannot show any images within the video due to copyright reasons, and Activision will literally take this video down, and then you guys can't see all the information. So I can't unfortunately show you guys anything, but I will leave images, links, Reddit posts, everything like that in the description so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So a Reddit user by the name of It Is Mr. Wonderful submitted a Reddit post 8 days ago, and it's titled "Spoiler: Cut Maps and Guns from COD World War II." So within this Reddit post, he basically discusses and shows images of cut World War II maps that we will be getting pretty soon. He also shows that perks, like a perk system at some point was in the game. While we had images, we had all the perks pretty much made and in the files of the game, and they took those out and I guess put in basic training, which I will go over in just a bit here. And he also found leaked files of new weapons and loot and stuff like that for supply drops in the files as well. So it's a lot of interesting things that I really want to talk about and cover. I have not made a video about this. I've known about this for a little bit. I just haven't gotten around to actually making a video about it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So the first thing you guys will be seeing, if you guys actually click the Reddit post, it will say cut maps from World War II. So there are 3 multiplayer maps, I guess, that were cut from the launch of World War II, and they probably will be added in a later time. I think 2 of the maps are confirmed to be in DLC 1 for World War II. I don't know about the other one, but the first map right here is called MP_Wolf/Slayer. So this one I believe is going to be in DLC 1 for World War II. We do have an image of the map, and I think this was supposed to be a map that was sort of like supposed to be in the release, because at first we only have 9 maps in the game right now. We only have 9 multiplayer maps in the game. I believe they cut a lot of the multiplayer maps to save them for DLC content, which is kind of unfortunate. I believe like in other CODs we've gotten like 12 or 16 maps at launch, but for World War II we only got 9, which was a little bit unfortunate. So you guys definitely want to make sure you guys are getting the DLC packs just to get more maps in the game, because 9 is a very small amount of maps for a launch of Call of Duty, which was kind of interesting. But yeah, we have Wolf/Slayer, which is going to be in DLC 1. The next one here, we actually have a map called Paris, and I believe this is for DLC 1 as well, but this is a remake of the map Resistance from Modern Warfare 3. So Modern Warfare 3 had a map called Resistance. If you guys didn't play that, I know it's a bit of an older Call of Duty, but this was definitely one of the most popular maps in the game, and they do have an image of Paris, which is a map that's going to be in DLC 1 for World War II, and clear as day, you can see this is Resistance. This is Resistance from MW3, so I know a lot of people are probably going to be excited to see Resistance, because this was such a great map. I know my buddy, Luke or Green Goblin HD, he would always drop, Moabs and from MW3 on Resistance, so this was a great map, and I'm excited to see it to actually come back. Now, the other and the third and last map that they found in the files was a map called Castle. Now, we do have an image of Castle. It looks a little bit like unrendered, like it doesn't look as crisp as like the other maps do in World War II, so I don't know what this is going to be. Obviously, this was cut from the launch of World War II. We will probably see this later on. It's sort of like a castle, sort of thing. It has like, the pillars. It just looks like a castle sort of map that we've seen in other Call of Duties before. So I would kind of like to see this one, because I'm a fan of this one. I'm a fan of the design. It looks pretty nice. So those are the maps. Those are the cut maps that were found in the files. Like I said, Wolf/Slayer and Paris are going to be in DLC 1. We really don't know anything about Castle yet. But moving on here to the second post about this, Reddit, files, leak stuff, we see perks. So it says they had a perk system at one point, now removed. Now, reading this, at first, I literally got so mad because I am not too much of a fan of the basic training system in World War II. Basically, you know, we pick one basic training as a class setup, and that's about it. We only get, like, really one perk. Aside from, you know, obviously the divisions in, you know, World War II, we can only pick one basic training. Apart from, you know, in other Call of Duties, we can pick 3 perks. So I feel like we're very, very limited with the customization in World War II at the moment, and unfortunately, they had a perk system. They literally had all of the logos done for each perk, and they took it out of the game for some reason. Like, they had the designs, guys. They had a perk system that was going to be in World War II, and they literally removed it, unfortunately, and I just have no clue why, you know, Sledgehammer and Michael Condrey, they went and just went ahead and removed the perks because it's so awesome. So the perks that they had done and that were found in the files was Blind Eye, Awareness, Fast Hands, Tactical Mask, Engineer, Sixth Sense, Dead Silence, Scavenger, Anti-Up, Gung-Ho, and Ghost. So all of these perks we're very, very familiar with. We've seen them in basically Black Ops 3 and, you know, other past Call of Duty games. And if you click the Reddit post and you can click each image next to the perk, they had designs and the actual perks made, which was interesting because then they at one point they took them out and decided, hey, let's make a basic training system. Let's make it so people can only put one basic training on their class setup instead of like the 3, you know, perks that we usually let them give or let them have, you know, on their class setup. So I really have no clue why Sledgehammer took this system out. This really, really makes me angry just seeing this on the Reddit posts and seeing all the perks and all of the images and logos made for the perks, and then they took them out. It's really unfortunate. I'm not too much of a fan of the basic training system in World War II. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts and opinions about basic trainings. It is kind of cool in a sense, but also I kind of miss the original vintage, you know, 3 perk system that we've seen in just a bunch of Call of Duty games. Like, I miss having 3 perks on my class setup. I'm usually just rocking Primed, but then I can't have, you know, Flak Jacket, you know what I mean? Or I can't have like Ghost, or, you know, it's just kind of confusing. And I feel like they should have stuck with the original 3 perk system because that's basically what everyone is used to. And then people move on from a next Call of Duty and just see one basic training, and it's a little bit odd, it's a little bit unfamiliar for most people, and I kind of wish they stuck with the perk system in World War II, but unfortunately, that was removed. They removed all these perks, and now they just have, you know, the logos and the files of every perk, kind of just in the game, in the files of World War II, so that's a little bit interesting. So moving on, boys, we are going to be talking about the weapons and the models found in the files of World War II. So we have a bunch of pictures, and I actually have a bunch of information about the weapons, and I really, really wanted to learn about the weapons I was discussing in today's video. I wanted to see sort of like the background, the origin of each weapon, because I just didn't want to say the weapon and not really know what I was talking about, you know what I mean? So I believe there are 6 or a little bit more DLC weapons found in the files. Now, I'm not too sure if they are going to be coming into World War II within the next update. I don't know when they plan on actually, you know, putting these weapons into World War II, because tomorrow, the 14th of November, COD points come into the game. COD points come into the game, so we will be able to purchase COD points and purchase rare supply drops within World War II. Now, Michael Condrey, he made a statement over on Reddit and said that they are going to be cosmetic. It's important to, you know, have at the launch of World War II, it's important to have cosmetic items only. It's a little bit strange that he said at the launch of the game, only have cosmetic items only, so we're sort of nearing like the 2nd week of the game, you know, that we're starting to get into December, you know, late November into December, and that's usually when they start releasing supply drop content that's not cosmetic items only. That we probably will be getting DLC weapons, guys. This is Activision. We've been seeing, you know, supply drops for 3 years now. Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare. We know about DLC weapons. We know that they are a part of Call of Duty, and at some point, probably, you know, in World War II, they will have DLC weapons, which you can only get in supply drops. I know Infinite Warfare, they had a system where if you had the season pass, you can unlock the DLC weapons through a little bit of a challenge, which is kind of cool. I'm not too sure if World War II is going to do that, but for now, it is cosmetic items, and probably at some point, we will be getting DLC weapons within supply drops. So, the first weapon we have here is the Arisaka. This is actually a Japanese bolt-action rifle based on the Type 38 rifle. So, this is actually a sniper rifle, boys. So, the next one here, we have the Beretta SMG, and it said it was used from the Royal Italian Army, introduced in 1938 and used during World War II. So, that is a new SMG. The next one here is the Beretta 30 LMG, a light machine gun, obviously, of the Royal Italian Army, once again, used during World War II. Next up, we have the Enfield #2 pistol. It says right here, British top-rated break revolver, standard British slash Commonwealth sidearm in the Second World War. Next, we have the Gewehr. I think I pronounced that right. The Gewehr or the Gewehr, I don't know, 43. Either way, it's a semi-automatic rifle developed by Germany during World War II. So that is a new semi-automatic rifle, which we do have a lot of those in World War II at the moment. We have like the M1 Garand, we have the Carbine, the SVT. So I don't know how many more, semi-automatic rifles they're going to add in World War II. But for now, we have the Gewehr 43. We have the P38. Now, this is actually a semi-automatic pistol that was developed by Walter Arms as the service pistol of the Wehrmacht at the beginning of World War II. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Probably butchering everything. Next, we have the Type 5 rifle, which is actually a Japanese experimental semi-automatic rifle. Once again, another semi-automatic rifle. I don't know. I have no clue why they're adding so many of these, but whatever. Next, we have the trench knife, which is actually going to be, I guess, the second melee weapon in the game. So far, we only have a shovel, and now I guess the trench knife is going to be the second melee weapon of the game. And last, but certainly not least, we have the Sten, which is obviously a British submachine gun. And I thought the Sten was going to be, a weapon at launch. This was going to be a weapon in the game at launch for, the SMGs. But unfortunately, we didn't get the Sten. So we'll probably be seeing this later on as a DLC weapon at some point. But either way, guys, that is basically all the information, all the leaks found in the files of World War II at the moment. This was posted like 8 days ago, but I just never had time to cover it. So now I'm making it right now. And COD points are dropping tomorrow for World War II. So I don't know. I think, supply drop content is dropping very, very soon for World War II. I don't know a specific date, but, it's coming. It's Activision. It's Call of Duty. This is what's happening, I guess, nowadays. And, yeah, we'll probably be seeing some of this leaked content in supply drops having to do with the weapons. So let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, guys, down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe for more World War II content. And with all that being said, I will catch you guys next time.
Girl, gon' come up, roll us some dope, oh yeah. Gon' sip it slow, white styrofoam, you know what. Bands we could blow, cash overload, it's nothing. Girl, we could go anywhere you want, oh yeah. Baby, I'm a flush, on my honor rush, oh yeah. Big backyard,